What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sup Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Trevisi, live from quarantine. Not actually live. This is pre-recorded. You know me, just doing my thing. As with me always, I got Chris Cheney.
What's up, guys?
And I got Lawrence Deloach making a face because he knows I'm the best opener of the show.
Hey, buddy.
How's everybody doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing great. I'm happy. I got my USPS shirt on. Support the USPS, baby. Keep them alive.
Keep funding the USPS. Do not defund the USPS.
Yeah, I don't want FedEx dealing with my shit.
That's facts, man. Fucking make sure you get your ballots and vote.
Yeah.
Don't let fucking, who try to ruin the election.
Yeah. Kanye.
Yeah, but like if the USPS does go down, I'm telling everybody now, you're going to want to invest in those mailman jackets because those are going to be fucking fuego, expensive, vintage items on Grailed in like 2 months. No? Disagree?
I'm not going to disagree with you. It is one of the flyer blue collar jackets for sure.
Exactly. Somebody's going to take it and just make it hype. It's going to be a thing. I'm telling you.
For sure.
That's the low-key flex. Okay. Guys, I'm a little crazy right now, and that's because I've got McDonald's on my mind.
Loving it. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. You guys hear about this?
What do you have on your mind about McDonald's, though? Talk to us.
Motherfucker, they did it. Travis Scott did it. He said, you know what? I grew up like in McDonald's. God damn it, I'm going to have my own meal.
Loving it.
It's beautiful.
It took Travis Scott somehow to put bacon on a burger at McDonald's.
On a quarter pounder.
Bro, they never had a bacon sandwich. There was never bacon on any of their shit, but they had to go.
True.
Name a sandwich.
The bacon Big Mac. They did it for like a limited time.
Bro, you had to go like put bacon on that.
No, there was a bacon Big Mac. It was last year. Bro, don't do this to me. I work right next to a McDonald's. I know.
I'm sure there's been bacon on a McDonald's sandwich. Like this, Travis is not the McDonald's is so fucking old. Like,
I never have seen.
But my man put Applewood bacon on there. When you seen Applewood bacon on a McDonald's burger?
I think what makes the sandwich, let's for the listeners, basically, Travis Scott got a sandwich from McDonald's. It's
Look at the way you're describing things, bro. He got a sandwich, bro. He got a meal, bro. He got his own Sprite. He got his own medium fry. This shit is crazy.
So what is it? It's it has lettuce on it. I think that's what is one of the also different things too. So.
It's bacon and lettuce. It's a classic, mate. Iconic. Yo, this is some regular ass shit.
This is the backwards swoosh of McDonald's.
Yeah,
putting lettuce and bacon on a
they flip the 9 upside down to a 6. You see how he keeps turning things? He just rotates shit, and that's what he does at every brand he does.
So, guys, are you guys gonna have the Travis Scott burger on September 8th when it releases at McDonald's?
Hell no.
Yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Luke, you are in an age appropriate where you could go do this ironically and it's fine.
No, I'm not doing it ironically. I'm doing it seriously.
You're seriously ironic. I can see it, your face right now.
I'm going to say this. Travis Scott, his grip on fucking the youth and it's so real that, he's going to have people going to McDonald's that normally wouldn't eat McDonald's, and it's amazing. Yes. Doesn't it come with a toy or something? When people talking about it, because I heard there was rumors of some type of apparel.
Speculation about a toy. There's speculation about a toy. There were leaks of images, but they turned out to just be fan stuff that somebody made. It was supposed to be a 4-inch figure. And then the hypest item of all is the retail shirt that says the Cactus Jack fucking McDonald's crew shirt.
It's so dumb.
It's so absurd. It is so absurd.
All right, so you guys ripped me a new one when I was talking about how this Tenet shit, this movie thing that he's doing was so dumb. Now this happens. You guys can't tell me that all right, so
this is genius.
It's not genius.
People are going to be selling bags of brown bags. because they have a special Cactus Jack logo on them.
So this is what we have on the screen right now. This is the official thing on McDonald's website.
Right.
So it breaks down the meal: quarter pound with treats, Travis style, which is apparently just lettuce and bacon, a medium fry, barbecue sauce, and
Gotta
Sprite.
do barbecue. If you know, you know. That's the tagline for the medium fries and a barbecue sauce. If you know, you know.
I mean, this does sort of. He keeps cementing himself in new ways that I haven't been able to imagine. He got
that's what I'm saying, dude. He's on another level.
I'm gonna say this. This is and what I've read, and we're not gonna spend all day on this, but Travis Scott, he's not the first celebrity to co-sign McDonald's, obviously, but he's the first to appear on the menu since Michael Jordan did in 1992. So if you guys don't like goddamn, like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I mean that is insane. And we've talked about the Travis reach. Obviously I compare him to mid 2000s Kanye West in terms of their imprint on streetwear and kids,
just fashion in general, just culture, all that shit. Yeah,
I'll be honest. I think that a lot of people are when it's an interesting collaboration, or two brands coming together. People are obviously upset because once again, people say, "Oh, this guy who is has such a big reach is promoting McDonald's," which a lot of people are not, into because it promotes or quote unquote, childhood obesity, and the kids who love Trav, they're gonna want a McDonald's meal. Right. I will say, and me as a kid, I can remember when the Olympics happened and the Dream Team, and I was a baby, but I remember begging my mom for triple cheeseburgers so I can collect the McDonald's cups in '92, and I remember that vividly. And I remember going from I think a slender kid to that summer gaining a lot of pounds because I kept begging my mom to go to McDonald's. So I get both aspects, but it's like I said, it's just it's fucking goes to show you that how big this guy's reach is.
Yeah, I didn't think of the cups.
Yeah, they used to do Dream Team cups.
Yeah.
So Michael, Larry, Magic, all those guys, would be on cups and shit. But
crazy.
Let's we're not, like I said, we're not gonna spend all day on this because our listeners want to hear other shit besides Trav and McDonald's.
Trust me, they want to hear about this for 3 hours.
No, they don't. I don't. I got other shit to talk about this week.
Lawrence doesn't want to talk about it anymore. All right.
No, but I was gonna ask you guys because this is if you guys obviously could create your own burger, because what this burger sounds like, it's just an additional. It's just adding bacon, I believe, and lettuce or something like that.
Yeah.
What kind of burger would you create?
So, I've actually never had a burger from McDonald's. I've only had the chicken variety.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
And they made a while ago this thing called Southern style chicken.
I know.
It was just like, it was the Popeye sandwich. It was the KFC or whatever. All I would do with that is I would just put Thousand Island dressing on it instead of whatever the secret sauce is. That'd be like my burger.
Hell yeah. I would do.
I think. Oh, sorry. I think what you're talking about. It was right before Chick-fil-A invaded New York City.
Yes, probably was.
They did a Southern style, and Chick-fil-A has the actual Southern style, and then New York, it kind of was like, who cares? We don't want McDonald's shit. But Luke, what would you do?
Oh, I would do a very Asian burger. I would do a ramen bun.
Okay.
Ramen bun to begin with.
This from McDonald's Tokyo or McDonald's?
No, this is a triple label. This is a Luke Trevisi, Nissin, Top Ramen, and McDonald's collab.
Oh wow!
I'm ambitious.
So
and then I would do a burger with white cheddar and then the McDonald's Szechuan sauce because I'm fucking weird.
Okay.
I rarely eat McDonald's hamburgers. Like I haven't had a McDonald's burger in years. I would eat like the double cheeseburgers and shit, like when I was drunk.
Dude.
When I was drunk, I would definitely have like a cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger and shit. I'm kind of like on Chris' side. I would definitely go for like some type of chicken sandwich. It would be probably like, fried chicken. You have like some type of cheddar, cheese. It would definitely have bacon on it.
With a side of kombucha.
No.
Yo, some McBucha?
With kombucha? With Lawrence McBucha?
I don't think McDonald's and kombucha will go hand in hand.
I don't know, man. Just shoot for the stars. I made a ramen burger.
Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
No, all right. So if we're gonna say then the drink would be your flavor kombucha, but it definitely would be, like I said, chicken, cheddar, bacon, lettuce, and then some type of mixture of barbecue, hot, and ketchup. You swirl that in
some katsu sauce.
Ooh,
yeah, got a little heat. So
chicken katsu sandwich. That's what you going for, Al. I like that.
That's a good move.
One thought about the kombucha though, because you would have to have it like a syrup form, so it'd have to be a machine. But Lawrence, you'd be disappointed every time because every machine in there is always broken. It's just a broken-ass kombucha machine.
Hilarious.
Sorry, we can't give you the Lawrence meal. The kombucha machine is broken.
Hilarious, man. So, I mean, I'll say this. I'm more excited for the spicy nuggets, which comes out, I believe, on.
Ooh, trying to kill you.
Later. Yeah, they're trying to fucking kill. I might just, if the Trav Burger is there, after, the spicy nuggets drop, I might just do a one sodium-filled meal and then not eat there again. So treat myself.
I like it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I like it.
So we saw Trav with the McDonald's collab. We also saw him. He's the go-to guy, it seems like, when you want to debut or some sneakers on foot with a celebrity imprint. And we saw him this weekend wearing the Jordan Fragment 3s that are scheduled to release in a couple of weeks.
17th, I think.
Yeah.
The shoe, which this is a thing people do, and this is where they see the fucking pictures, and then they're like, "Ugh, these are gross. These are disgusting. Fuck it, plain. They're fake fucking Concord 3s. Yuck. Hiroshi these trash." And then when they actually release and then people are like, "Oh my gosh." We've said this before on the podcast. This falls right under his alley of basic shit, but with high quality. That's what he does.
Mm-hmm. He's top 5, dead or alive. Period. That whole imprint is crazy, and I want these so bad. I've never wanted a Jordan more than these fucking Fragment 3s.
And you like Jordan 3s to begin with, so this is a no-brainer.
Yeah. 3 is probably like one of the 1, 3, and 11 are probably like within my scope of like the 3. We've discussed it before, but these, bro, fucking, they are. This is the cleanest 3, I think. Period.
Yeah. I've been at first I was a little on the fence about this, but at first what sold me was the Fragment logo on the back, and then you just keep looking at it, and it's just clean.
I do want to make it one nerdy observation. It's just design observation. With a lot of Fragment stuff, he kind of had like that first Virgil lockup, I'll call it, where he like had the Helvetica type on stuff. It was very simple. I did notice he switched from Helvetica, and I'm gonna guess. I know this is super nerdy, but I want to like, this is good to log and pay attention to, because he probably did it because all his shit was already Helvetica, and then Virgil took it. So that font he's using is Futura, which is like the Supreme, Louis, all these different fonts. It's that one, but he changed it. So that's what that little detail is right there, is revealing that I think that he's using Futura now.
On the bottom right?
Yeah.
On the midsole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
As a proud owner of Fragment 1s, these are obviously, to me, they're not on the same level as the 1s, but they are an addition that I would love to add to my collection. I like I said, I think they're very clean. They I don't know.
Beautiful.
I don't know. I just, like I said, I think it's a Fragment shoe, and I think if you know anything about Fragment, a lot of times the designs are pretty basic, but the quality, they definitely don't skimp on the quality, and I think that's what will, people who actually wear the shoes will definitely see with the kicks. So hopefully.
Oh, this has a translucent back too?
Yeah, yes. So it has that same thing where, I mean, bro, the second we saw them first translucent ones, like, you knew this was going to be the thing. This was their like collab double label reveal. You know what I mean? Because like everyone wants the Jumpman, but then everyone wants to also put their branding on the heel. You know what I mean? So like this is the perfect way to do it. Unfortunately, absolutely. I mean, I'd rather have Nike let them give the branding to someone else, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I still like it.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, man. I'm like I said, retail at $200. I mean, if I can go on for days about stories I had, like getting the Fragment ones. Obviously, we're in a different time frame now in terms of securing shoes. So, these are going to be straight up. You click a button and you enter a raffle, and there you go. Whereas, Fragment ones, we got stories, man, in terms of how we secured the sneakers. So
it's a much different time and a much different release availability.
that is correct.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
We also, not only did we see the Fragment 3s, but we also saw the Fragment 35s.
Yeah, so we've seen these shoes for years. The Reebok made these in the 90s a couple different times.
They really did.
Do tell, Chris. Do tell.
So, no, because before we were talking, and as the Bach boy of the podcast, you brought it up, actually, Al. You were like, yeah, these are Reeboks. And then I grabbed first I think these are the Emmett Smiths. These are basically the same sort of
same design
same design sort of backbone. I mean, obviously these are different in many different ways, but like that swirl going across the mid right there, I mean, that's basically that. And then also the Shaq Gnosis is basically the same thing too.
Right. Yeah.
This is just like the little Jordan flare on it. I mean, there's much more going on as far as the construction with these shoes, but yeah, these are cool. These are fine. I like the Fragment version better than any of the other models I've seen.
Yeah, these are nice. I wouldn't be mad if I got these if I couldn't get the 3s.
No, I'd be mad.
You guys could be mad. I'll be fine.
Yeah, these don't strike me as these strike me as basketball sneakers completely. There were some Fragment 34s that he was wearing, I believe, and they were amazing. And then the first Fragment 3 sample that we saw with him, they were the royal blue.
The blue.
Yeah.
The blue. I thought those were amazing.
One day I hope to get to speak with him, and I want to know when he decides not to use blue and when to use blue. Because before I've said this, like one of the reasons why I admired him so much currently is that like he can just make shit blue, put his logo on it, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But like with something like that 3, you would think like, oh yeah, blue elephant print, done. There you go, boom, it's perfect. But then he went with the clean black, no texture. It's like, what made you do that versus anything else? So one day I hope to have like a full discussion with him.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucks with Hiroshi, man. Let's Fujiwara.
Yes.
Fujiwara. Fujiwara.
He can't say W's.
You can't say W's, man.
Sounds
like you're saying rah-rah.
Yo, say Waluigi.
Waluigi.
See, how can you do that? Oh, it's when it's in the middle of the word.
It's a W. It's the AR. It's the R.
Fujiwara.
Swarovski. It's like that weird, like.
Swarovski.
It's W and R next to each other. You can't do it.
Swarovski.
Oh, that's so funny. Fuck.
So we got Fragments coming out. We got fucking Trav McDonald's collab. We got a big story out of Adidas. John Wexler is leaving to different.
He's going to Shopify because Luke last week blew their cover, and he has to go fix all the damage that Luke caused by letting people figure out how to check out faster.
Which I also have an announcement to make. Shopify found out I could read 2 lines of code, and they were like, "You can have a job here." So I'm leaving the podcast.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, bro. So for those who don't know who Wex is sort of the reason why Adidas has any rappers associated with it. So not only Kanye is there because of him, but Pharrell and Push. I know those are kind of all the same camp of music. They're all friendly, but John is sort of the reason why they're all there. And so for the past, I think 15 years-ish, around there, he's been the VP of Yeezy. Well, not the whole time, but he's leaving his GM of Yeezy, but he was at Adidas for like 15 years, like something crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Long time.
But yeah, he's leaving and going to Shopify. And I got to tell you guys, it's not looking really good for Adidas. I think they've, other than like 350s and other Yeezys selling, like it's not really looking that good for them. They've been sort of on a steady decline for a while now, if you exclude the Yeezy shit. I mean, like, probably their peak was what, 2016?
I was gonna say 14, 15,
Yeah,
16.
around there.
Yeah, something around there. Like, I think, like, once Adidas got the Bape NMDs, it just was a slow, steady decline. Because that's the last thing I really remember. What do you got, Al?
I was gonna say I remember actually being out there on Green, trying to get those Bape NMDs. This was Thanksgiving, I believe, 2016.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, those almost like dudes was ready to die for those shits. And I think after that, like you said, after that release, I think it kind of tailed off. I mean, the Ultra Boost hype was, we talked about this before, bro. I mean, that shit was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Ultra Boost NMD hype. I had to slow down just because I didn't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
NMDs, Ultra Boost, because even now, a lot of the technology, like you said, it's kind of, with the exception of like Yeezy. I mean, I'm sure, obviously they're still doing well, but it's, the hype is gone out the window, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, other than Superstars, Forums, Stan Smiths, like the core stuff, they're like their Air Force One, their Dunks, and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I really, like, no one really buys Adidas anymore. I personally, I had this realization maybe the other day. I'm like, oh, Reebok is starting to do better than Adidas.
Yeah.
See my face?
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna say that they're like getting above them, but as far as what I'm like, a lot of the hype that I'm like, because even, all right, so look, side note, tangent, like Reebok's starting to experiment again, and they got those beatniks that are coming back out,
right?
Like those sandals, those like hippie sandal type things. A lot of people have been like, yo, these are kind of the shit, and I feel like that. When I noticed how many people cared about those shoes versus like other things in the skate, I'm like, oh, no one's been talking about Adidas for a while. People are flipping out over Reebok like flip flop sandals.
Yeah. And Harden had those Reebok questions, which were nice.
Yeah, which is not an Adidas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the decline of Adidas is slow but steady.
And they got that hot Reebok just got that hot Minions deal.
Don't you? Yo, I hate you. For those who don't know, the Minion, the movie, is doing like a Pump Fury, and
they're doing a Pump Fury, and the eye is like the
yeah.
pump.
I got a text from Luke like, yo, is this your god?
Is this your king? I didn't say your god. Is this your king?
I hate you so much.
And like, listen, I'm joking about it. Like, obviously, I rib you about it, but still, it's like they're getting very popular items as collabs still. Like, they're still relevant.
No, it's true.
I'm excited. I mean, not excited, but I think it is kind of crazy that we still certain Yeezys we still kind of get excited for it, and they do well.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it comes to other things, because like you said, I remember Ultra Boost, you not being able to walk in and get a pair. Like, you had to literally, do some work. I had some Ultra Boosts from that era, and I remember my boy was hitting me up like, "Yo, L, you want a pair of Ultra Boosts? They about to sell out." And now it's like you walk in and you're like, "Oh, I can get an Ultra Boost on a discount," or like I can get,
Bro, you can get 2 for 1. What are you talking? They throw them at you on the way out. They go ahead, take some boosts.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
would you like some boost technology?
Totally, totally different, man. Like I said, the hype and things, speaking of people leaving brands, Neymar is leaving Nike to go to Puma.
Yeah. Which is very interesting, just because of who. I'm not a soccer guy,
right?
But I remember at Sprayground we tried to do some work with him, but he like didn't work out just because I think I didn't realize like his person, like he is such a big international star,
right?
Because us in America, we forget that like soccer is like a sport everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, the MLS here isn't really treated how it probably should be. We're mostly watching football and basketball, but him going to Puma is actually like a huge deal based on that fact alone. Like, you leave what mostly regarded as like the biggest sneaker company to go to Puma, which is probably more soccer forward or football forward, depending on where you're talking about. But he had like a 10-year contract, but put together, like, he has more followers than most of these sneaker brands total.
Yeah, that's crazy when you told me that. I was like, I didn't know that at all. That's nuts to me.
Yeah, like when you are bigger than the deal, like, because it's not like he's choosing Puma. Puma didn't like ask him. He's like, okay, I'll go to Puma. Like when you're that big, you don't just like you get the
Right.
deal you want, and he chose that.
Yeah, they probably offered him a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I mean they probably
Yeah.
like probably some ownership. You know, like there's a lot of money being thrown at that man.
I think we're gonna get like 6 different Neymars coming out.
It
Neymar
seems
60,
like
calling him that.
it seems like Puma's made a concentrated effort into basketball, which
Mhm.
we've known based on like with their Rock Nation deal and like that whole Jay-Z like trying to, the athlete shit. Golf and soccer,
Yeah.
Hmm.
which are interesting sports to target. I mean, for Puma, soccer makes sense, but the golf shit is interesting, and then the basketball shit is even more interesting, especially with those like J. Cole's and stuff coming out. But no, shout out to him. Congrats for I guess leaving the deal. He had like a 10-year deal. That was a long ass deal.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's probably a lot of money to leave that.
Oh yeah, we definitely. Like I said, they threw bags at him, man.
Good for
They-
him.
Speaking of bags, man, getting thrown, man, at dudes. NFL season starting Thursday, and we saw how Patrick Mahomes got fucking paid, right? We saw that,
Paid.
Yeah.
and lo and behold, Deshaun Watson, the amazing quarterback from the Houston Texans, got paid too. 4-year extension, averaged around $39 million a season, with a $27 million signing bonus. And I, for one, am happy for the kid because he's talented. Also, if you know anything, you follow football, Dak Prescott is the Cowboys quarterback, and he's like, I got to get paid, man. And I'm just happy to see these young black quarterbacks get their money, man.
Yeah.
I'm like really for a position that, guys, when we were, obviously Luke, you were born a little bit later than Chris and I, but I mean, black dudes were not supposed to play the quarterback. They they looked and they said, this is not a black position.
Yeah. They were like, let's keep this one for the whites,
Let's keep it for the white guys, man. Let's keep it for, the Jeff George, the John Elways, the Joe Montanas, and a black quarterback, they had the fucking okay, Chris.
Put your fist down, Chris.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again.
Put your fist down.
Don't do that, man.
Sorry.
Oh, God. But and to see these young black quarterbacks get their fucking money, like Kyler Murray is gonna get paid from the Arizona Cardinals. Dak's got to get his money. Mahomes is a fucking owner of the Kansas City Royals at this point, and
Oh yeah.
$500 million superstar. I'm really happy to see that. So I just wanted to put that out there.
No, it's great. It's just
Yeah.
unfortunate that this season is going to be, it is what it is. It's like a horrible year to get like such improvement, but it is setting a standard for everyone to follow, which is great. Sort of
Right.
the same way that, the highest deal, and this is with any job, this is with any position anywhere, like, once you set a new precedent, that means everyone gets to eat better down the line.
Yes.
So like that Mahomes deal is huge in general. So that's just great. It's just unfortunate. It's like the worst year in history.
I mean, he's still gonna get his money, so
Yeah, he's
I
still
mean,
getting it.
Get his money.
it'd be the best year for him. So
Chris, put your fist down.
It's down.
So yeah, man. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there, man. That young black quarterbacks getting their money. That's what's up. We're gonna kind of transition from sports. We're gonna get into another sport. It's an Olympic sport this year, even though the Olympics are dead. Skateboarding,
Yes.
man. Fucking Nike, man. They just saying,
Mhm.
hey, you want SBs? We gonna
Oh, I know where you're going. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
we're gonna keep churning out these SBs, man. We had a Euro release of the Jordan 1, the JPack Chicago SBs, and those are, I mean,
Oh shit.
they're very nice.
Yeah, they're very, very nice. Is that going to be exclusive to Europe? Don't tell me that.
I believe it is exclusive to Europe, if I'm correct. Yes.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm gonna cry.
The Chicago's, yeah, man, and like I said, man, this year has been wow. I don't know, man. I'm like, so now we have that. We have the the Lemon Wash community.
You mean the throwaway Travis SBs?
throwaway Travis SBs.
Bro, these are literally like another Travis that they were just like, all right, maybe we'll just give these to someone else.
Oof. These aren't even SBs though. These are just regular dunks, aren't they?
No, there's
They don't
SBs.
have the fat
They're
tongue.
SBs. No, they're SBs. Yeah.
Oh.
That they just probably did a weird lace job for that product shot, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, I mean, yeah, these are basically Trav SBs 2.0, if you ask me. Not there's anything wrong with that. It's very similar. Very similar to a shoe that was very popular.
Aha. Yeah, it's very definitely gives those Travis scrap vibes.
Now,
Like,
Luke, just because we're back on SBs and ones sort of have been the new the year of SBs and just Jordan 1 in general. It's ridiculous. But you had an interesting comment before we hit record.
yes, I said because Lawrence wanted to talk about the biohacks, and I said why? Because they're based, and he's like because we talk about Jordan 1s, and that's just that's part of the show. And I said that Yeezys, that Jordans are basically just like Yeezys now. Like Yeezys are just like Jordans because they're just constantly releasing out new colorways. And Yeezy, the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to compete with Yeezy. Because Yeezy constantly puts out these colorways. If you think about it, they're just it's all the same at this point. It's just who can get your money first. And sure, Jordan 1, maybe Jordan does it a little bit more consistently, but I think Yeezy is the competitor that forced them to put out as many models as they have.
Let's see about that.
Well, while you compile your thought, Lawrence, I do have a thought looking at these biohacks.
Yeah.
As far as colors for a 1, this is a very Yeezy-esque Jordan 1 as far as the amount of colors and weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when Luke said that before, I was kind of
and then you look at the mochas too. The mochas are just Travis Scott 1s.
Well, hold on. Chris, you said that this is basically a play on the undefeated dunks.
Yes,
Right.
and I'm not trying to say they're not, but the colorway of this does sort of reminisce of what Yeezy does with his colors.
Where he picks a palette and he starts working with it, and then he beats it to the ground.
Yeah. It's kind of, this might be too nerdy, but there's like a recolor feature in Illustrator. And it seems like, he picked it seems like with this Jordan 1, they were just kind of like, all right, we'll move it. Just the colors a little bit on the left. But I feel like that's what Yeezy does with all his shit.
Right.
I mean, he posts all those palettes online for everybody to use. So it's not like they're not accessible. I'm not saying
Exactly.
Nike uses them, but I'm saying they're kind of starting to follow the model based on this. I know you're saying it's the undefeated, but it's similar enough where I'm kind of like, oh, all right, I get what Luke's saying.
Okay. Well, listen, I'll say this. We did have that stretch from 2013 to around 2017 where there weren't too many non-OG colorways of Jordan 1s. I will agree with you on that, where it was kind of still, they kept it, Chicago's, Reds, Royals, Shadows. You did have some out there ones, Barons. I don't know the exact list off the top of my head, but
So
it was kind of like, we did keep it kind of limited, and we did kind of keep it OG colors. We did have some metallics thrown in. And then Yeezy, because obviously the Yeezy 350s are, starting from 2015. So, but I will agree with you, as the time went on, we started getting more Yeezys like every week. So instead of, like you said, where we got maybe 2 in 2015, we got, 4 in 2015, we got, 15 in 2018. So I get what you're saying, where they're both amping up because they understand it is a cash cow.
Yeah.
And I think that's I do agree with you on that.
Okay.
But I'm not going to compare Yeezys to a Jordan 1. And I'll continue to say that because I think there's just so much history behind a Jordan 1. It is such a iconic sneaker.
No, for sure. It's got more history behind it, but I think that it's just it's challenging that history by making them put out more pairs and more colorways just to keep up with the not even, I'm not going to say innovation, because it's definitely not innovation. They're just putting a different palette on a 350, But I think it's just like when you're putting out that much manufacturing wise, who do you like? Kanye's literally trying to get everybody to wear put Yeezys on their feet. And the more feet that have Yeezys on them, the less feet have Jordans on them. So Jordan has become more of a let's just put out as many Jordan 1s as possible so people remember the classic silhouette, because that silhouette has more behind it.
I'm so in the middle of the road because I'm like with Lawrence, but then I'm also like hearing you, and I'm going like, okay, it's hard to kind of the timeline does make sense.
If you really think about it, that's why mids are selling out, man. Mids are selling out. That's because it's Yeezy. It's because of Yeezy.
But I think it's just because Nike is just they've marketed and they've poured out ones, and the ones is probably the most wearable colorway or silhouette for a lot of people. Right. So I think I understand what you're saying. I think Yeezy's base is a little different than Jordan 1's base, if that makes sense. Like the core fan base of a Jordan 1 is, I think, a different age category than the core of a Yeezy 350.
Yeah, just to kind of expound on that, while you said that, I had the thought. I know a lot of like 1 people, like Jordan 1 people, but I don't know many Yeezy people. You know how like
I'm saying
there's a lot of people I know
because
who know
I know
people.
A lot of Yeezy.
Yes, okay.
I know a lot of people that know
Yeah.
Yeezy people. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. So like,
right.
you know, like you may have, you know, I always say this. I mean, you may have a younger high school.
But that's the other thing is that this is the demographic that that most companies cater to is the 18 to 35, mostly that 18 to 25 demo. So all the young kids, it's a fight for which young kid whose money they get, because they know they'll have a fan for life. So if Yeezy's putting out 16 models a year of a 350, and Jordan's only putting out 12 models a year, and they're both just equally as hard to get at this point, where even resale is not that high anymore for Jordan 1s, where you could get, if you wanted a pair of Jordan 1s, you could have a pair of Jordan 1s in your hands.
I mean, I think the 1 resale is
it's better, but
I think it's better, yeah.
I'm not saying it's still 500 for like, but if you look at like Yeezys are if you go on the resale market, Yeezy 350s are around $300, right?
Yeah, they're like around retail.
Biohacks, when they came out, $300. If you look at the aftermarket, it's about the same. So it's about which young kid they could get whose kid they could get their money on first.
You somehow are both not wrong.
Also, but here's the thing. I mean, and you're saying like you're comparing aftermarkets and stuff like that, but Yeezy have a higher price point than a Jordan 1.
That's true. And but that doesn't mean anything. What that means is that the seller, that's not up to me. That's up to the resellers, right? That's who's making the prices. They're saying that the value of a Jordan 1 is approximately the same as a Yeezy 350 that is coming out. And that is the competition that they're in.
I kind of disagree with you on that, man.
It's really funny because like I get what Lawrence is saying, but I also get what you're saying.
I hear what Lawrence is saying.
And I'm in the middle of your ages.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the fence going, I don't know which side to pick. What age am I really?
What age are you? No, I hear exactly. But George, I hear exactly what Lawrence is saying. Lawrence is saying exactly. I understand 100% what you're saying. That like there's a history behind it, and that it's just Jordan 1, if anything, influenced Yeezy to do this because they're in competition with each other constantly. So I hear exactly what you're saying, but I just see it the other way. I'll agree to disagree with you on that.
What cannot be argued, which I think all three of us will agree, is at the end of the day, the Jordan 1 will still be worn 20 years from now. Where Yeezy, I'm not sure if that's going to stick.
It's a toss-up right now.
No, I don't think it will be worn 20 years from now. But I think listen, that the Jordan 1 silhouette is something that can be worn dressed up, dressed down. You know, it's gonna people. That's their favorite basketball player.
Right.
You know, they have so many iconic memories with Michael Jordan. I think so. Obviously, that like Chris said, 20 years from now, and people are still going to be fucking with
that's
Jordan.
Crazy because I think people will still wear Yeezys now.
It is another
futuristic style.
It is all right. So
here's the thing. Okay, the way this is a perfect example of what you're saying. Okay, right.
All right.
Jordan 1s have been around since 1985, right?
Yes.
And they have stood the time of, granted, to 94 when they retroed them. Obviously, retros weren't as big. But now we're looking at 35 years, and they are still standing the time.
Right.
There are Yeezys that certain models of Yeezys that released 4 years ago or 3 years ago, and
That
people
nobody wearing.
No
That's
one
also
fucks with
true.
them.
Nobody wearing the moon boots anymore.
Well, not only the moon boots, but how many times do you see a person wearing a 750? Yeezy?
Or even turtle
Also
doves.
true.
You
Even
know what I'm saying?
turtle doves.
Or even if you want to get
Well, that's not
far,
fair. Turtle doves are $1,000. How many people do you see wearing $1,000 Nikes around? Once in a
Fair.
while.
I just mean that he switched the model and didn't turn back.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's
like
also true.
The dad.
Yeah, but you're talking about silhouettes. I'm not talking about silhouettes. I'm talking about the production of it. I'm talking about the production. You're talking about now. We're talking about something different, I think.
Because you literally just said people are going to be wearing Yeezy 350s.
Right. I didn't say 350s. I said Yeezys. I didn't say 350s.
That's true. You just said Yeezy brand.
I said Yeezy.
But your original argument is how the 350 is the Jordan 1. So if you're saying
I'm not saying that the 350. Oh, that's where you're getting me wrong. I didn't say the 350 is the Jordan 1. I'm saying the 350 is the reason that we have so many Jordan 1s at this point.
Oh, okay. I think I can clarify. You're not saying the 350 is a new Jordan.
It's a
1.
new
What you're
iconic.
saying,
I'm saying that the Yeezy. The reason why we have they're the same level of production at this point.
right. You're
Where
saying that Nike is trying to compensate for all the production that Yeezy is doing with ones on the most. Ends of it.
Because that's their biggest seller.
I'm still in the middle of this here. I'm with you on both ends. I mean, like, you're both are so not wrong.
Yeah. I get Lawrence is like, I don't know. We're both at just a standstill.
Well,
But
I think this is what we should do. I think this is what we should do. I think we should just pay attention to this because it's worth noting. It's both things we've said. Like me talking shit about Adidas going down and you guys going over the one or the Yeezy. I feel like there's something to this here because Adidas is mostly off the map, if you ask me. The only thing that they have is Adidas Yeezys.
Right.
Yeezys, with the amount of production they're doing, is comparable to what Nike's doing with some of these older models.
But that's not true with Adidas just only having Yeezy. Like they have, I mean, obviously I think they rely on classic models and celebrity influence.
Yes, of course. Now I'm just talking within this space, though. I'm not saying like they're running, they're basketball. I don't know none of that.
Because I mean, you drop a Beyonce Ivy Park thing, and that shit is gonna fly too. So I think
absolutely.
Adidas, like, granted, obviously it's not as on the forefront as a Yeezy, but I think Adidas, they rely on their celebrity stuff, and then like you said, there's their classic and some of their technology because some people just prefer Ultra Boost or they prefer, you understand what I'm saying? But I do know what you're saying, Chris, where it's just like Adidas is kind of like, what innovation have you really had? Like what new stuff? I mean, they had the 4D stuff, but even the 4D stuff didn't take off the way because it came with a high price point where people were just like, I'm not paying $300 for this.
Yeah, it wasn't a cool enough sole. Like Nike got it with the Adapts. They have cooler soles. You know what I mean? Like that sole, you couldn't sell it. There wasn't enough allure about it. You know what I mean?
But if you look at Team Yeezy over here, algae shoes, algae slides.
I do want to pay attention to this though. This is because also with wax leaving, like there's a bunch of shit that's worth noting throughout this whole conversation. But I think we're kind of hitting the limit here, so we got to wrap up.
Shit.
I think we're close. Yeah. I do want to do a small plug by I got blessed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a cool enough thing I want to show you guys because I knew about them a long time ago, but I didn't realize what the model was and how it worked. So this brand called T-Post. Basically, this dude hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I found you somehow. You seem legit. Do you want a shirt? It's a subscription based, but I'll give you the first month free."
You seem legit. That's great.
He was like, "Yeah, you seem cool. Like, you want a shirt?" And I was like, "Yeah." He emailed me too. He didn't like DM me. It was weird.
I just imagine him sweating right in this email. Just like, I've made some bad decisions. You seem like a good guy. Please take this shirt. Help me.
So, and people outside of the U.S. might know this brand. I knew them, but only because A-Life did a collab like in 2015. But the brand's called T-Post. Basically what they do, I'll hold it up. So this story, it's a literal article, is printed on the inside of the shirt. So it's the inside back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's got a full story, and basically there's like some guy writes it, some guy lays it out, and then this guy will print it, and based on what the article is about, that determines what the front image is.
Oh shit.
And he does this every month. He
Uh-huh.
only makes the amount of shirts he has subscriptions. So basically, like it's also in Euro. This Euro shit's been fucking me. I didn't mention the eBay store. I've also bought a pair of I brought a pair of shoes off eBay, trying to figure out the conversion rate, but then it just took it the money out of my PayPal.
He said buy it now, and then he was like, "Wait, we bought it right now?"
I was like, I wanted to convert it now. Convert it now. I'm fucking 210 euros out of my fucking bank account because I wanted to convert and I didn't understand.
You couldn't use fucking Google economy or whatever.
I thought eBay had my back. It did not in that moment. It's had my back in the past.
eBay don't care about you.
No, they do not. Look, anyway. No, so it's cool. So this article, because I just really just wanted, because conceptually this fucking shit is dope. The article itself in this shirt is about logistics on DVD, which is a movie about like some shit getting produced in a plant, but the whole movie itself is 35 days long.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which, think about that for a second. The movie's 35 days. I'm not saying hours.
Wait,
I'm saying 34 times 24. That's
the
how long
runtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then,
You meant just like the span of recording. Damn.
No, the whole
runtime
movie.
35 days?
It's the longest movie. It has the Guinness record for longest movie. So the article on the inside is explaining what that's like and comparing it to like our 20-sec. What it said something like the best Instagram videos are supposed to be 26 seconds long because that's the amount of time we have, like in our brain, like our attention span.
Yeah.
Like that's the sweet spot. So then they're talking about like this movie that has fucking 35 days of content. So on the front it just says logistics on DVD. That's it. But this shit is solely based on the article. Not only the article inside the shirt that you can read. You read the article and it tells you that your brain is stupid and you can only process things at 26 seconds at a time. To then go, all right, here's a shirt for the longest movie ever made. Yo, this shit is sick.
What kind of? This is almost like an aristocratic joke at this point. You just long as hell just for that.
And you know what, dude? I'm gonna tell you. So it's the shirt is a little on the tight side for me. You know, I like my XLs like baggy.
Yeah.
But the quality on the shirt is banging. So I just wanted to shout out to that guy. I forget his name, but he knows what's up. And conceptually, this is the shit. I love this brand, and I'm gonna continue to subscribe to them as long as I have enough money to do it. It's like $40 a month.
Hell yeah.
So it's not even like that crazy of a T price.
Give us a promo code, guys.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to email him back and be like, yo, can I get a promo code?
Promo code. Yeah. Throw us a promo code for a month at least, or 2. I don't 5, 6. Give us a free one. I don't know.
So yeah, that was that. And then
cool.
I don't know, you guys want to, you have anything else before you want to do Hypeless Heat or what's up?
Is there anything else?
I think
we got everything.
I mean, I'm going to start paying attention for Zion's signature shoe. There's no photos, but it got announced. He's going to get his own model.
Right.
So shout out to him. That's great. Cardi B's and Balenciaga's new posters.
Oh, she's super excited about that. Good for her.
Yeah, she's very excited, and I'm excited for her. That's great. Her come up story just keeps getting better. And then yeah. Other than that, like I don't give a shit about anything. I don't think.
Yeah, we can cover the rest next week.
I will start us off here. These, I think these are Sky Metals. That's what they're called. Yeah. So these Mizunos, I don't think Mizuno gets enough love in their casual sneaker game. Like I know they're like a real like they're a true running brand. Like those motherfuckers make some running shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But their regular sneaker game, I think, is so slept on. So I wanted to shout out these Sky Metals. I originally was going to plug the Hanon collab, the Hanon shop collab.
Yeah.
But I realized that like that's the hype shoe. Why would I mention that shoe? It's the original shoe. I'm gonna start trying to do like the original shoes of like these hype collab models. Because these are bangers. I like these a lot.
Yeah, these are really nice. I've seen like Mizuno's around, but like I don't know, man. Looking at this model, it's very nice. It's very clean.
And you know what? I'm not gonna say that there isn't a Nike shoe that's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say, it's sometimes nice to not to have a check on your shoe.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice. I agree.
Yeah, Sky Metals. Mizuno Sky Metals.
Do you have mine?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, no, not those.
Oh, I don't have yours.
Oh, mine was the Onitsuka Tigers.
Oh yeah, of course.
I went with those. The Mexico 66s in that classic blue and red colorway. Yeah, I think that's just a I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. That's like a huge history shoe. Like I decided to go for a history shoe this week. I don't think we would have Nike today if it wasn't for Onitsuka. Because are you guys familiar with the story?
Yeah,
Blue
but
Ribbon?
you should say it for maybe some of the newer listeners and newer
Sure. So
people.
basically, what happened was Phil Knight, creator of Nike, took a trip to Japan when he was really young. He had a dream to sell sneakers, and then he went over to Onitsuka and he said, "Hey, I want to sell these sneakers." And they were like, what's your brand's name?" And they called it Blue Ribbon at the time, and they sold basically this colorway shoe, and they would sell it across the West Coast, and then eventually they kind of just went their own separate ways, and Nike was born. But Blue Ribbon shoes, Blue Ribbon Sports was the first version of like the distribution of Nike. So that's I think this shoe is like a lot of like today. What we have today is because of Onitsuka Tiger, and that label is just very clean, and I like it a lot.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chun Li.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Chun Li.
I guess I'll go with Prada's America Cup sneakers, the good old America Cups.
Yo, Lawrence be staying in this tax bracket of recommending shoes that we cannot afford.
Right. I love it though.
I had a pair of these when I was young, like, and I remember.
No, you did not.
Prada America's Cup, yeah, America Cup. I had them. Yeah, I had them when I was in fucking college. I worked at the NBA store, and I remember spending my money to go back to school on the fucking Prada's America's Cup.
All right. So every time Lawrence talks about buying an expensive shoe, he always at the time worked at the NBA store. I do not know what you made at the NBA store, but bro, it was not enough to buy these sneakers.
He was backdooring jerseys.
I listen. I did some things that I'm not proud of, but yeah, bro. I had Prada America's Cup. Like those back in the days were like so fucking hype.
Bro, I remember these.
Yeah, of course. I mean, those were like the shit back in the day. And
we made fun of our friend for having these, but we were all really jealous that he had them.
Yeah, bro. Those were
bro, I can't. I just can't imagine you standing in the NBA store with these.
No, I didn't wear them in the NBA store. I mean,
I know, but you don't actually have to. In my brain, I'm imagining a younger Lawrence trying to sell a Kobe jersey wearing these.
No, he leaves the sales floor, and when he changes when he's leaving, and
these are the switch out. These are the switch outs.
Switch outs.
So he puts the all black Force Ones aside, and then he puts these on.
He puts those on, and everybody goes, "Damn, look at this guy."
I mean, a lot of dudes in Brooklyn was wearing America's Cups, and I remember I got some good wears out of those Pradas, and dudes, you know, they was people's everyday wears, you know, and so I think, you know, their heat, and I don't think people aren't really fucking with America's Cups like that anymore, but I actually would get a pair one day, possibly, just because they're like iconic.
They really are.
I mean, I missed this wave, probably because I wasn't in Brooklyn. I was in Boston.
Yeah.
But, you know, when did these come out? Do you know what year?
Oh, man. I mean, dudes was wearing those 2001, you know, 2002. I remember those back in the day. I don't know the original date, but.
You know, I don't have, like, all the nerdy shit about high-end fashion sneakers, but, like, looking at these, they got, like, that roundish, like, natural vibe that a lot of people are going for now. I mean, going back to Yeezy just for a second, like, that sole is something that I think Kanye would mess with. He probably pulled reference for this for some of his tooling, so that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny imagining you in the store. I don't care what you say, just wearing those.
I remember getting them sneakers, man. I was so hyped. I bought them shits, man. Listen. I spent a lot of money on those sneakers, man. So
sneakers though.
But I guess that's it, guys. That's it for this week. Unless any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I think the Jordan 1 will stand the test of time. Nobody's questioning that. I think it's a great silhouette. I think it's one of the best silhouettes of all time. I'm just going to say that, just so that we're all clear.
And with that, that's it, guys. So you can follow us at Trevisus, at LZD325, at Not That Cheney, at Subpodcast NYC on all social media accounts. We have a Discord. Join that. That's our main hub for everyone to hang out and talk shit. And then we also have a email and a phone number that you can text or voicemail. So just go to the Instagram. You can see that. That's about it, guys. Just Discord mostly. Come kick it in the Discord.
Yeah, come hang.
We have not only our guests, all our guests basically are on there that have been on the show, so they kick it with us. Sneaker friends who work places, so any brands that we've sort of talked about, some of the people are in there. And then and just other people that love sneakers, so just come through and hang out.
Yeah, man.
Pull up.
And that's it, guys. That's it.
Thank you for choosing Sup Podcast. My name is Lawrence. His name is Luke, and his name is Chris. Have a wonderful day.
All right, peace out.